Donald Ricklin. I'm living here in Worcester, not too far from where we are. I maintain the Worcester County Jazz Scene website that has free listings for people doing gigs in and about Worcester County. I try to keep it as local as possible. It also has links to other musicians' jazz websites, links to the WPI jazz website, Jump's website, and the like. And I get fairly regular email from local musicians asking me to list their gigs, and I do.
Tell us a little bit about the Worcester jazz scene. Is it growing? Is there a good sized movement in jazz here?
I think there is. It's fluctuated over the years I've been in Worcester, which is a little over 20 years now, coming up from Rhode Island. And definitely, I think there's a consistent interest in jazz, though where it's being played constantly changes. I think a big indicator, actually, that jazz is still very looked after in Worcester is that we've gained a number of festivals. We have now the Mass Jazz Festival that happens over 3 different months at Mechanics Hall. We have had now, we'll be coming into our 11th year, the Jazz at Sunset up at the Ecotarium, which is where I work, an exhibit builder there. And Just Jazz at Foothills Theater. And at the moment, I think there's actually quite a few little clubs and restaurants doing at least once a week some kind of jazz thing. And that's quite encouraging.
From your website, who would you say are the more prominent jazz players? Is that a fair question to ask?
You mean who lists and do we see
Is there basically, I guess what I want to know is the type of turnaround that the type of hits. Do you get a lot of hits? Are the people interested?
Okay, I do have a regular number of people. It's not like a mega site for hits, but I do get 5 to 6 unique hits, as they call it. That's not repeat visits to the page, but one individual person, 5 to 6 different people a day that are apparently checking out what's happening in the clubs, looking for information, things like that. I do have a number of people that regularly keep me up to date with what they are doing, or in the case of some promoters like Rick Maeda towards Boston, he regularly sends me emails of what's happening in 3 or 4 different venues. And I'll get a whole month's listing from him, and they're listed on the website.
If people are looking at this documentary in the future, what would you want them to know about the jazz scene in the city?
That I think it is quite vibrant at the moment. And we have lots of excellent local artists. We have a number of venues and events previously mentioned where people are brought in from around the country to play, and we have very good school system bringing up people playing jazz, and local organizations like Jump that are and Performing Arts School of Worcester that are bringing up young kids playing jazz, and I think that is excellent.